All right, well, here we are out in back of the farm looking for chanterelles. Not seeing any chanterelles, but you know what though, honey? What
They look
in the
like
world?
holes in the ground.
What? What are we seeing here? Oh my. Kathy, tell us about it.
I am seeing some black trumpets right here, which are one of my very favorite mushrooms.
Sonny, stay off of there.
As long as they're not trampled by a dog.
Black trumpets are pretty great. Let's take a look here. Let's see what we've got. So they're growing out of the ground. They are very much trumpet shaped, and in fact, they're, oh, you got a knife already? They're hollow all the way through. So good. Hollow all the way through. And when we look up under them, let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. They don't have gills. They've got just these knotty, muscly ridges on them. And even though they're called black trumpets, they tend to be more kind of grayish, brownish. They're actually really hard to find. This is kind of like morels, where it helps to get down low and look sideways. They're pretty insubstantial, very thin walls.
I like to use them in pasta with a really light sauce.
Yeah, we tend to use them more like a
herb.
spice. Yeah, more like an herb. And so a lot of times we'll sell them as part of like a wild mushroom medley. A lot of times we'll have chanterelles, black trumpet.
Oyster.
We'll a lot of times put oyster mushroom in there, or if we happen to have some indigo milkies, those go pretty cool in there or whatever. Well, Kathy, looks like you've been busy. What do you got there?
I've been busy.
Oh my goodness.
Some of the biggest black trumpets I've seen. They smell wonderful.
Wow. You have done good. Let's
But I do want to point out how much they look like leaves.
yeah, they really do. Let's see if we can locate one in real time. Oh, there you go.
Right there, those are sort of over right here.
Sure enough. All right, Kathy. What would you say is the secret to finding black trumpets?
Looking for black trumpets. Having
Looking.
that search image.
Yep. How is the search image for black trumpets different than the search image for, say, chanterelles or chicken of the woods or something like that?
Black trumpets sometimes look like holes in the ground and sometimes look like leaves. So sometimes, like, I'm here squatting down trying to see if there are any more that I missed, and that's how I found the ones that are in my basket.
Yeah.
Just got low, looked around, had that search image in my head.
So, like, walking and scanning doesn't really work for this, huh? Like you would do for something that's orange. Yeah, not unless you're lucky.
No.
Yep. Time and distance equals mushrooms.
And a little bit of luck.
And a little bit of luck. All right, it is hard to see black trumpets. So let's see
They're not always jet
if
black.
we can zoom it in. There you go. I mean, it really blends with the leaves. Let's talk about location. Right now, we are kind of in a mix of hardwood and old pines and a lot of pine needles on the ground, but would you say this is pretty typical of where we find them?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. I'd say that the most common place we find them is along a trail growing in the moss. And I'm pretty sure that's because we happen to see them because they're growing in moss, so they stand out, and we happen to be on a trail. And then we start looking, and at that point we find them off the trail. But we'll oftentimes find them just coming up out of, like, especially oak leaves,
Here's a little one.
like this area. So how do you, when you're picking them, what is your MO? Do you just snatch them out of the ground like a
Usually,
big ogre?
I have been known to do that. Sometimes I will cut them, or I just pinch them right there with my fingernails, and so it like cuts them right there. They're so delicate that even someone like me, who has the nasty habit of biting their fingernails,
Dirty, dirty habit.
it is, can manage to clip them.